Legend of Total War here with part 3 of
ALLAHU AKBAR!
As Egypt. Alright, so previously we finished off the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Why have I left no troops here? Oh, okay. And we are with basically the aid of the Turks, and we are now dealing with the Principality of Antioch. Now, I'm besieging a few settlements and just starving them out because the troops that I have are not good for assaulting a settlement, and we're in no rush, so it doesn't really matter if we take a little while to do it. Anyway, giving the Byzantines some time to build up could make for some more interesting fights, because we start off very, very strong. Not that I'm usually in the position to give my enemies, like, any kind of quarter. That's silly. But assaulting that it would be silly. And I don't feel like using the exploit where I just put one unit there and then the rest of the army there. Just because it does make the game too easy when you do that. Alright, so let's see what there is to build and then we'll just move on. Bit of construction, good. I mean, we got so much money. It was largely thanks to the jihad, but you can see that the money is slowly going down.
Yes.
And it'll be a few turns before we can call another jihad.
What is the infidel's name? Who? ALLAHU AKBAR! ALLAHU AKBAR! ALLAHU AKBAR!
Alright. Cool stuff.
I live to obey, Sultan.
I'm sure there'll be some people like, what's going on? Is that actually part of the game, that sound? It's like, no, I'm using it on a different monitor. It's like a soundboard sort of thing. Alright, so over here, Saladin's forces are being restored. Maybe I'll bring him down to besiege Bolbak. Because the Antioch armies were doing it, but they failed.
As my Sultan wills.
And I'm quite happy to just sort of let them take this, and then I take it off them. So yeah, we'll be there a few turns, just still besieging these settlements. Alright, moving on. Looks like the Turks are actually going to be the ones to remove the Antioch forces from the area, but we'll see.
What is the Sultan's will?
What I might do actually is give Saladin all of his cavalry and have him stay in Crack. And
Orders.
okay, let's do this. Firstly, get all the Gulams.
Orders. Sultan.
Yeah, so the Antioch forces ran away.
Sultan's will.
Orders. Sultan. Salah.
Infidels to kill, Sultan.
How may I serve, Sultan? As you will.
Naam, Sultan.
How may I Salah? Joining the
Okay, he
ranks.
still needs a few more.
Orders.
Orders.
Shubadak. Naam, Sultan.
We march. Merging our armies.
Maybe some desert cavalry.
How may I serve, Sultan?
What is the Sultan's will?
Yeah, that works out nicely. Okay, good. Then you come over here. I'll build up your forces a bit more and then we'll go besiege something. Okay, if you're going to go assault some settlements, you're going to need infantry.
Yes. Naam. Yalla. As my Sultan wills.
You should go besiege Bolbak.
Of course, Sultan. We move at first light. Our enemies will suffer.
Okay, so Basra hasn't been taken by the Turks yet, so that's a good opportunity for us to take it.
What is the infidel's name? As the Sultan wills.
I need visibility out here. I need to know what's going on. Okay, so there's a lot of Antioch armies. I mean, taking Crec des Chevaliers should really weaken them, but they've still got quite a few strongholds. Alright, let's do some construction. Basically, what I'm waiting for is just the next jihad, which will be available sometime around turn 15, I think. Which, you know, if I really worked hard at it, I could have easily finished the campaign by then. In fact, you know, you can blitz this whole map very easily within probably 6 turns, I'd say. Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you've got Jihad, yeah. Because, I mean, if I did the Grand Campaign in 8 turns, then surely this could be done in 6 turns. I'm just thinking about, you know, from here to there. Well, if you're playing as the Turks, you could do it, like, maybe even 4 turns. I don't know. Alright, is there anything else we need to do? I haven't really been focusing too much on recruitment. But I wouldn't mind getting, like, a full spaz army of Mamluk archers. But that will, of course, take quite a bit of time. Alright, moving on. Oh, please leave... Oh, I was going to say, please leave those forces just sitting outside of Antioch, but they didn't. No.
Heeding the call of Christendom, 2 of Europe's greatest kings, Richard I of England and Philip II of France, have arrived in the Holy Land, ready to lead the Third Crusade to glory and help restore the Kingdom of Heaven.
So does he actually show up? No, he doesn't, because the Kingdom of Jerusalem's gone. He just doesn't show up. But he does. Philip the Chivalrous, so we should probably get rid of him. So the Turks are going to take that, that's fine. They upgraded, the rebels upgraded the settlement. It'll last 8 turns. They could assault it, but like I said, I'm sort of being lazy with it. Just besiege it. Starve them out. We got plenty of time to wait. Should we attack this? Because most of the settlements in this campaign have pretty large garrisons. Like in vanilla, most of the rebels are like tiny. Alright, so it's considered evenly matched, but there's no way in hell they stand much of a chance.
The infidels do not deserve life. Take it from them.
So we'll take out the Antioch hero unit, Philip. Alright, you guys just hang back. As per the usual, send the horse archers up ahead to harass the enemy. Actually, if you could just come up over here and charge at those Sodier archers, that could do me a big favour, because I'd rather not lose too many of my guys, or waste too many shots trying to shoot them. I'd rather kill the Knights of Antioch. Plus, if you charge into them, you got a good chance of getting away. So I get too close. Set his archers way too far forward, and we crushed them. Shit, shit, shit. And I did the same thing. But they didn't crush me. Good. They took out that entire unit and didn't lose any men. That's it, crushing their heavy cavalry here. They just completely ignored me. Come on, you gotta move faster than that. Alright, here we go. Oh shit, that might not go so well. Okay. Where you guys, if you could try and kill their general now, that would be a great idea. Excuse me. I hate it when that happens. They're doing pretty well over there. Just shooting this general area. Come on, get out of there. You unresponsive shits, come on. They just mow right through us. But we've almost got him. He's the only one left, I think.
Rejoice! The infidel general lies dead.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Alright, I don't think we need these anymore. Yeah, come round over here. Or maybe I do. I mean, these are spearmen. I could probably charge into them and break them. Hang on. Just back off. We'll shoot them. How are we going for kills? Okay, we're not quite at 85% yet. But so much for the Antioch reinforcements. They did do a little bit of damage to us, but nothing major.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Fuck happened here?
Time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Oh, there was like one man there. That was stupid. Alright, just charge in on them. They're short of break now. They've taken too much damage.
Foe fights with horns made, our enemy flees before us like a herd of goats.
14%. Pretty happy with that. Could have gone better, but that's fine.
Great victories are like sweet nectar. Come.
10-to-1 kill ratio. And their specialist hero unit is gone. They only get one of those. I think the Turks get two. They get Nur ad-Din, who's like 60 years old to begin with, or he's old to begin with, and then very much later on they get Osman, founder of the Ottoman Empire. Alright, so we need some reinforcements. I'll use
Sultan,
these two.
Sultan, as you will. Merging our...
We move. Set watch patrols.
So yeah, I want to keep an eye on them. If they could enable me for a draw-out situation at Antioch, that would be perfect. What kind of mercenaries are that? I probably should have got Turkmen, but that's fine. Alright, at Crack, what do we need? More cavalry. That's what I enjoy playing with.
As my Sultan
2 turns until that surrenders. We could very easily assault that, but I'm going to starve them out. It's easier.
our enemies will suffer.
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Be right back. Alright, let's keep going. So I've got this under siege over here. Yep, I probably will make that attack. I want them to be quick, because these settlements over here, they're not particularly profitable. So Cairo's looking good. If I got the Grand Bazaar, it's not a lot of extra money. So this is Cairo. I think we're better off just reducing corruption, keeping this place under control. So yep, losing money, but it's okay.
Our enemies will suffer. As my Sultan wills.
So yeah, train some new units at both Ascalon. I mean, I could get Arab cavalry, but against the heavily armed Crusaders, they don't really do very well. They're good against archers, though. I think the Mamluks are very good, because they're actually pretty decent in melee as well. And up here, we'll just get a huge army of Mamluks together. And either give them control to a Saladin, or, I don't know, whatever. Alright, where are we going now? Let's move on. Please just stay there. Just stay there and don't move. Oh, damn it. You're teasing me. You tease me with that delicious draw out. Okay, this shouldn't be difficult.
Swiftly or
Finding them in the city might have been a bit difficult, but like this, shouldn't be a problem. Because like I said, the problem with assault in that settlement is got way too many cavalry and archers. Very few good quality melee infantry. And that's what you really need if you want to do a proper assault. I mean, you can use the cavalry, but you just end up losing a lot of them. Or end up taking a very long time to be meticulous about it. So what are these here? Arab Cav. Oh man, they got us here. Shouldn't have gone in too close. But the thing is, you got to get in close if you want to use these units.
victory is well within our grasp. Time our foe will surely see this.
Another reason why I don't really like using desert cavalry. Just the range kills it for them, especially with the unresponsiveness. Like, you need to be able to make decisions very quickly, and sometimes they're just like, what was the order again? It was like, you know, fucking move. Oh, they managed to go around here. My line wasn't long enough. Yeah, see, when they come out here, we can break them very easily. Let's push them back now.
Behold our worthless foe. See how their general turns tail and flees like a whipped dog.
No, you'll never catch them.
The enemy are badly bloodied. We have lost half their men.
I think one of my computers is like being really noisy. Oh well, happens from time to time.
The enemy general has been captured while running away. Guard him. For the present, let us show him we are civilized men.
It's really loud. What the fuck? Yeah, there we go. Ah, these fucking Mamluks, they don't want to die. So yeah, 22% losses, that's not so bad. Damascus shortly did have quite a large army in here.
Our men have taken control of the city.
With the Crusader armies being, you know, pretty heavy on their infantry side of things, very heavy infantry, they find, I think it's a lot easier to take Damascus with them.
Victories are like sweet nuts.
To assault the settlement.
We showed the enemy no mercy.
Good, that settlement will be worth quite a bit of extra income.
They resist us no more. As my Sultan
But this army here is really not the best.
infidels to kill Sultan.
Looks like they lost a few troops taking Homs. At least that's done. One turn till that surrenders. Hopefully they just surrender outright without fighting. It saves time.
As my Sultan wills. Shubadak.
So this guy here, if I was to attack this, I'd have to deal with them as well. I mean, you've got knight attack, but if I was to attack here, I'm pretty sure he's got the what's it called? I'll bring you over here actually, because Aleppo, I mean I can't get there, but if you keep leaving troops outside, I'll just looking for easy targets basically. And also I've got the Turks close by here to back me up.
Orders.
Yes.
Alright, let's assault this. This shouldn't be too difficult.
None of them shall escape us. To battle.
Probably will take quite a few losses actually.
The infidels do not deserve life. Take it.
Need more
from them.
archers. Excuse me. Alright, so let's get organized. Same, all of these settlements kind of look the same. Just get over there. So you need to be shooting at the... Okay, this isn't really the best position for them. They should go further back here. The whole point of it is to shoot over the wall, like with as soft an arc as possible. We don't want to be shooting like... We don't want to be shooting a wide arc. So yeah, you guys get in over here and then shoot the Turkish archers. Oh, motherfuckers. I don't usually do this. Gotta get my infantry, my cavalry over there. You guys turn around and deal with them. They're routing my damn archers. Clever little shits. Wasn't really quite paying attention because I don't usually do this. But it wasn't really a good idea for them because that's the thing. I didn't expect them to do it because they just wasted their. The fuck are they doing? They're sending all their troops out to come fight us.
We are winning the battle.
No, you stay over there. And you come in and cut them off.
Cowardly enemy have lost the walls. Send your enemy are badly bloodied.
No. Capture them. The Turkish archers. Go. Moving around inside the cities. Give me a pain. Come on. Don't let them get back there. Alright, at least we're getting a few of them. They didn't seize that opportunity. I mean, they were just, half of the unit was stuck fighting these guys. That's all there was to it. And most of those were, they were mostly archers, but there's town militia there, so I don't want to fight them. Right, you lot, trashy units, go and fight them. Most of the enemy army is now dead.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Okay, I see you coming this time, motherfucker. Nice try.
The enemy general fleet. Victory is well within our grasp. In time our foe will surely see this. The cowardly enemy general has been captured while running away. Guard him. For the present, let us show him we are civilized men.
Actually, this went pretty well, and then lost 14% of my men. Sure, the archers got a little bit wrecked, but it's a worthy sacrifice to have them come out and fight us. Certainly wasn't to their advantage to do so.
Our men have taken control of the city. Victory is ours. A victory both righteous and well-deserved. It cannot be... Such is the fate of all infidels who face me.
Alright, good. So they're gone.
Now, mighty Sultan.
Well, they were just rebels. But if we go further up here, I think we'll come into contact with the Turks.
How may I serve, Sultan?
So what I want him to do is start making his way back up the Euphrates, find that other camp up here, and then meet up around here. Yeah, see, this is owned by the Turks. And that's fine. Actually, I said I was going to hire a diplomat, didn't I? I need him to go and meet with the Turks. I just want to know what territory they own.
Yes.
Alright, let's do some construction, then move on. Well, there's no corruption here, so it's all a little bit extra money. Right, so this army here doesn't need to stay here. Let's hire some of them to maintain garrison, and let's have a look out here to see if there's any rebel settlements. And maybe I'll build some watchtowers on the way.
Nothing will escape you here, Sultan. Yoda! Nothing will escape you here.
Okay, moving on. So now stay put. Stay exactly put. Ah, you piece of shit. Oh, hang on. The other army, though, it's close to Antioch. So they want to come out and fight us as well. The thing is with the Islamic armies, they fight really well on the battlefield, but because so much of it is cavalry, their the balance of power doesn't reflect that. Because they don't perform well in... Cavalry doesn't perform well in auto resolve. Whereas if I had a Crusader army of that size, those guys wouldn't have been bothered coming out. I think what we'll do this time is just like charge straight for them, because it gives them, otherwise it gives them an opportunity to try and get around our flanks. I don't want that. And get over here, over here. Gonna try and charge at them right over here. This is the point here where it's gonna cut them off.
The cowardly enemy general has been captured while running away.
They're all broken.
Guard him. For the present, the enemy are badly bloodied.
Stop
They
this.
have lost half their men.
I think so. Some of these guys are fighting to the death, is why the battle's not. There we go.
Great victories are like
Yeah, we barely lost anything on that one. That worked out very nicely. But you know, it wasn't exactly an important settlement, but
we have prevailed. These are now our people's land.
Fourth Crusade called, so Venice is making its way over to Constantinople. Fine by me. So yeah, we've got an opportunity to draw out Antioch, but it's going to be a hefty fight.
Our enemies will suffer.
To even try this.
Yes. May we meet on the battlefield.
I feel like we should take him out before we even go over here. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be caught between a rock and a hard place.
May we meet on the battlefield, you and I.
They do have a lot of horse archers in this army, though. Yeah, alright, we'll do that.
Yes, Sultan. Your enemies shall fall swift.
Allahu Akbar!
Leave
Allahu
any of the
Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Okay, so I mean, they've got horse archers, but we have more of them. Let's hold the high ground. We'll force them to come to us. Then we'll charge down at them like madmen. Right, like I said, I want to hold the high ground. If we have to get into a skirmish with their Turkomans, was it Turkopoles? That's fine. I want to hold the higher ground though. Oh no you don't. Don't get into this shooting circle. Alright, we've got Sodier archers charging at us. What's these? Tokapols. Alright, you charge after that, you charge into this. That's what the light cavalry's for. Now I've got half of mine just to basically ignore them, because they're not going to do that much damage to us now that they're damaged, and it's going to be a waste of my ammo. The real target is of course their heavy knights. Oh good, you actually caught them. This terrain here is not very good for us. I can't fucking move them. Just wasn't allowing me to do the order. I'll pull back, and they were dawdling as well.
Well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Stop dawdling. You got the high ground here. You got to make use of it. There we go. There must be like rocks or something. Yeah, there's rocks in the way there, and they dawdle. Oh, fuck. You're moving as well. Oh, wait. You're supposed to be taking out the archers. Well, I guess you're dead then. Doesn't matter, I don't need them. Tokapols. Send you to go run after them. See, this is a big problem when they're just not obeying the order properly. Alright, there's no time to waste. We're gonna have to charge in because they do not want to delay. Try and get around them. Yeah, this high ground here, I mean, it certainly would increase our missile damage, but it's also a bit shit. Come on, surely you can beat some Crusader Knights. Especially when you outnumber them by this much. This is not going very well. I mean, it still looks like we're going to win, but I don't know. God damn it. My biggest problem here is that I was relying very heavily on my Mamluks, and I just can't really control them properly out in this terrain. Look at these motherfuckers, they do not want to break. Okay, there they go.
Well within our grasp.
What are you fighting there?
Our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Gotta keep shooting that general, I want him dead. Alright, this is probably going to disable us from being able to take on the Antioch. But at least this army here is dead. This one here is nearly broken.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
It's also a very small map, so trying to run away from them just wasn't an option. So he's just coming at us. Yeah, really disappointed with my Mamluks on this one. They just really didn't do their job. That's okay, we'll raise a new army. We've certainly got the better of them on this battle, because the balance of power was evenly matched to begin with. But I'll have to raise some new forces before I can take on Antioch itself. Alright, you guys need to pull back there, because it's just fighting in even combat is to their advantage, not ours. This guy here's proven to be a real pain. We gotta get rid of all their best generals. When you're up against a really good general and you don't kill him early, that's what happens when you get armies that just don't break. And I always have to rely very heavily on breaking, especially with cavalry army. You don't want to get into a fair fight. You want to crush them. I'm sure some people are like, why don't you put skirmish mode on? Trust me, it's useless. Small map like this, they easily push us to the edge of the map and make a complete mess of my army. God damn it.
Victory is well within our grasp. Enemy king is dead.
Alright, good.
Crush his men.
Now we can make the attack. These guys will break easily. See, there we go.
All praise to Allah. You have left our enemy lost.
So,
They run like
I think I lost close to half of this army. But that's okay. I mean, this army was apparently just as good as ours. We'll get some replenishment, go back to the to Kraktashev, whatever it's called, and replenish our numbers before getting to Antioch itself. A little bit disappointed in my performance in that one though, because this is not enough to take that on.
A crushing victory, my Sultan. Infidels to kill, Sultan.
Yeah, against a stack and a half, definitely not enough.
We move. Set watch patrols. We rest here.
Since a lot of these have quite a lot of experience, I'll try not to disband them or merge them. Best is to retrain them. And while it's going on, you need to recruit new units for us. That's right. I've got a whole bunch of horse archers. I want you to take them over to Saladin.
Yes. By your will. Marching no further.
Sultan, we move, Sultan.
Got a half stack of them.
Merging our armies.
Alright, now over here.
Orders,
Turk's already there. Make our way over here to, there's a few more rebel settlements. Just leave one of them behind, it'll be fine. Yep.
orders, mighty Sultan. Horse set.
The Byzantines are here. Well, let's beat them to it. We're not at war with them just yet. But I'll lay siege before they do it. They might attack me, they might not. We'll see.
Blessed Sultan. This will be an honorable battle. We shall endure outside their wall.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Our enemies will suffer. Infidels to kill, Sultan. We move. Nothing will escape you here, Sultan.
I mean, the bulk of the Antioch forces are here. I mean, the best way to fight the enemy is to fight them where they're not. So we should go and find some of their undefended settlements to take. These settlements here are just too well defended. That's why we're struggling with it so much. And they can keep replenishing their troops very quickly.
Our enemies will suffer. By your will, marching no further.
Orders.
Alright, just leave behind the peasant archers, because the rest of them
Sultan.
don't matter. And send them up here to provide reinforcements.
Tomorrow, mighty Sultan.
Yeah, build more stables. Alright, let's build some stuff and move on. How many settlements do I have now? 22. Okay, moving on. Yeah, they must be training a lot of units at Antioch, because you can see the banner replenished very
Yes.
by a lot. Alright, so yeah. Is it? Well, fuck, the Turks are here.
As my Sultan.
No.
Of course, Sultan.
We could get them to help, but we've seen how much help they are usually, which is to say, not much. And it's only a small Turkish army. Now, how long until the next crusade? It should be available soon. Crusade Jihad.
Yes. Naam.
Most of these units actually need to get retrained.
Sultan. Orders.
Orders.
Okay, I want you to take the infantry and maybe come down here and besiege it from the south. I don't know. No, that's a waste.
How may I serve, Sultan?
I just want you to take the infantry out of here. He's taking command of all the cavalry.
Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? How may I serve? Iman.
Maybe go meet up with these guys up this way.
Naam, Sultan. Shubadak. Yes.
Sultan. Galar.
Infidels to kill, Sultan. By your will.
Sultan.
Yes.
Okay, so some of these guys need to be retrained as well.
How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan. We move, Sultan.
Our enemies will suffer.
How may I serve, Sultan? Orders. Iman. Joining the ranks. Sultan. Orders. How may I serve? We move, Sultan.
Okay, 2 more and he's at full strength. Okay, good.
Galar. Joining the ranks.
Even with this though, that's still too many of them to attack. So we'll simply just go attack them somewhere else.
We move. Resting.
So you can just stay in there. All of these guys here in here need retraining. That's good, doesn't take them too long to... I guess they had a lot of manpower in reserve there, so that's good.
Infidels to kill, Sultan. What is the Sultan? Yes. Yalla. By your will.
How's Raqqa, the Turkish capital?
Shubadak. Yalla.
Okay, that settlement's somewhere around here. I can't remember where it is. Okay, how are we going? So this guy here, he'll also command another cavalry stack as well.
Infidels to kill, Sultan. Orders.
May need some mercenaries. And let's move on. Ah, they teased me again with that. Crusaders sack Zara. Alright, that's a Byzantine's problem, I think.
Shubadak. We move. Yalla.
Yeah, we'll besiege Edessa.
Further.
Muhammad's footprint. Okay.
Infidels to kill, Sultan.
So meanwhile, Saladin will go out here and just basically, hit every small army he can find, or even the large armies.
Escape us. To battle. Such is the fate of all.
Okay, that should be pretty easy.
who face me. Yes, Sultan. Your enemies shall.
And just weaken their manpower. Try to deplete the large garrisons in the cities so that it's easier to assault. Alright, let me just reorganize this. Once again, you guys just hang back for the time being. Actually, hang back over here, because reinforcements should be coming from over there.
Our foe brings more men to the battle.
This lot over here is very easy. I mean, they can't really do anything to us. So just shoot them. Actually, wouldn't it be better to shoot them? I mean, charge into them? I don't know, because Frankish swords, militia, Syrian militia, all of that's pretty shit. Let's not waste ammunition on them. We'll just charge in. Because they're all pretty low tier units.
Behold our worthless foe. See how their general turns tail and flees like a whipped dog. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their brave men, have captured the enemy. Victory is well within our grasp.
Allahu Akbar!
You have left
Allahu
our enemy
Akbar!
lost. They run
Allahu
like children.
Akbar!
Lower them from the field.
Crushed them. Good. Good, and that saved us on ammunition because they could have taken a lot of shots. Like I said, their morale was low anyway. Why waste the ammunition when this army here is the real threat? Okay, so you guys come back over here and have a bit of a rest. Gotta watch out for those mounted sergeants. Things about these Mamluk archers, I don't think they're that fast. They're not fast moving. That's probably where things like the Turkish horse archers really have the advantage because they're very maneuverable. Because they're a bit more heavily armored than Turkish ones. I mean, sure these guys are better in a fight, but that's still not what they're designed for. Oh shit, fucking flanked me. I didn't see them coming there. It's okay. Oh, they've got no morale anyway. Let him go. It's fine. More focused on shooting them right now. Okay, now these guys here, I'm not ready to get into melee just yet, so just pull them back. Okay, I really want to be shooting them in the flank, but they're going straight for my horse archers. I'd split them up into two groups, but I'm just worried that I wouldn't be able to keep my eye on both of them. Maybe it was a mistake to come over here, because that's where the red line is. Fuck. Didn't mean to pause it. Right, just charge into them. If they're going to continuously be annoying, just charge into them.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Get the fuck out of there.
Time our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Shoot those Knights of Antioch. I've always actually found it was a lot easier to use horse archers in Europe, because it's not so hilly. The flat ground, you know, makes it a lot easier to micromanage them, whereas these fucking rocks get in the way.
Our men have slain the infidel general. Now the serpent's head has been cut off. The tail is sure to wither.
Again, seriously, would you just fuck off? Get over there. Okay, this is better ground over here. Okay, we're starting to run low on ammunition now, so let's bring in these guys. We'll just charge into them. The enemy general's dead, so this will be an easy route. I'll even charge these guys down that hill. You guys could just make it over here in time. No point using up that ammunition on these guys. They're only really good at dealing with cavalry, and there's no more cavalry left.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
ALLAHU AKBAR!
Enemy flees before us like a herd of goats.
ALLAHU AKBAR!
Drive them from the
ALLAHU
battle.
AKBAR!
Crushed them.
Victory is ours.
Good. Now that he's getting a lot of
Our enemies will suffer.
dread, that's really coming in handy.
Talk to my
eye.
Surely the Turks would not try to assassinate my own
Yes.
spy. We're bloody allied.
Naam. Naam, Sultan. We march.
Yeah, we'll send you... No, cavalry. Well, actually, what's the best cavalry we get? So if we look at stables, over here, Royal Mamluks. That's it. Well, what are these as well? Well, those look pretty damn good. So, yeah, those are our strongest cavalry. Wait, how are the Royal Mamluks more expensive? Well, these guys look like they're better. Alright, so where else shall we go? So we've been kicking the ass of the Antioch forces. We've only actually taken one of their settlements. It wasn't even this episode either. So we really need to get into gear and start taking away their regions, because that's their real strength. We take away their regions, we take away their ability to recruit. Right. How long until the next crusade? Jihad, I mean, probably next turn, if I had to guess. Or the turn after. Sometime soon. Not this turn.
Yes.
Okay, at least we can follow the road to find it this time.
Resting here.
That's worth a big chunk of territory out here.
Orders.
Honor dictates I inform you.
Fuck, they reinforced the goddamn city. Oh well, besiege it anyway.
Inshallah, none of them shall escape us. To battle! The infidels
Here's an idea. If I... yeah, if I attack this army here, but let it go, it'll retreat back to Edessa, and that's where we get them.
Come and fight me, you coward! Inshallah, none of
So,
them shall
we
escape
need to make
us.
sure
To battle!
that we take out the cavalry. There are no archers in this, oh, except for them. They need to get wiped out. Take out all the cavalry and just let whichever infantry, just let them go.
Swiftly or slowly, I care not. Just
So I'd like to try to get below 85% kills because I don't want to release captives because I like Saladin to have lots of dread. Far more useful for a cavalry commander to have dread than chivalry. An infantry commander, however, might have some better use of chivalry. So just go melee cav, and then there's these three. Alright, so we'll start off getting rid of them. Go take all the most important units out of their army. The ones that are most likely to run away in the next fight. Let's get rid of them. Yeah, try to prevent them from running into shooting circle. Okay, no, don't let them run away. That's not good. Alright, they've gotten away. That's okay, it's only 3 of them. It's not a big deal. And then, of course, we've got to take out these cavalry. Good, they're doing that whole thing where they just ignore us. That's what we count on. That's it, focus on the cavalry. So which one is these? Mounted sergeants. Good, because they're a bunch of cowards.
rejoice. The infidel general lies dead. Now his men fear us.
Just get rid of all these cav over here. Try to do a little bit of damage to these guys over here. So what is this? A destined squads. There's nothing particularly good in here. We should be able to break them pretty easily. I don't want to take any of these guys captive. Shit. Can I charge? I didn't give them enough time to charge there. So now with the infantry, we've killed 44% of them. Yeah, you shoot them down. So we don't want to get to 85%.
A foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Don't kill them all.
Enemy flees before us like a herd of goats. Drive them from the battle.
Alright, in the battle there. That way I can execute prisoners. There we go. This is what I was looking for. And in here there's nothing. It's gonna be a slaughter.
You are not my liege. Yes.
Alright, let me just reorganize these troops.
Kill Sultan.
Sultan. Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan. As you wish. Orders. Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? Remove Sultan.
Alright. So Edessa will be mine this turn. There's no escape for them. This will be easy. Got the exact right army to deal with this. They won't be able to catch us. And now, because there's so many infantry left behind, even if every single one of those cavalry, the 3 Turcopoles got away, they'll still get wiped out. That being said, it should be like 2 volleys to get rid of them. I shouldn't even need these guys. Well, we'll see what happens.
The enemy show their cowardice.
So yeah, start off by clearing that guy away, and then we shoot down on them from the higher ground.
General flees. All praise to Allah. You have left our enemy lost. They run like
Okay, that's one
children.
group gone.
Scour them from
These
the
guys here do have some cavalry, but we've got plenty of time to kill one. It's just one. These guys here, they don't count for shit. Shoot the Knights of Edessa. And they're not even paying attention to me. I've always found that in Medieval 2, that the better the general that you go up against, the better the tactics that they use as well. I don't know if that's actually true though. Like whenever I go up against a captain, they always do the stupidest things. And only good generals actually use good tactics. If that's the case, it really does drive home how good the immersion level is on Medieval 2. Because in like Total War Attila, a level 10 general fights exactly the same way as level 1 general. The AI is the same no matter what.
The enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Oh, we ran out of ammo. Okay. That's okay. Still got a little bit left. Anyway, there's nothing in here that's particularly special. The only thing I want you to do, though, kill that general.
Our men have slain the infidel general. Now the serpent's head has been cut off. The tail is sure to wither. Please.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
No, don't shoot, don't shoot. Give me a friendly fire.
Victory is ours.
Good. Edessa
Righteous and well.
is completely open for the taking now. Now this is probably not one of their great recruitment settlements, but it's probably where they at least get some of their money.
Inshallah, none of them shall escape us. To battle.
They still hold Diyarbakir.
Crushing victory, yes.
I want Saladin to sort of stay around this area here. Oh man, look at them go over here. They just keep recruiting more troops. Oh, there's more trash troops though. That's not really a big deal. They've been unable to really replace a lot of their knights, and those are the ones that give us the most trouble.
By your will, there shall be no mercy for you.
I will only address you in battle.
Take them out.
None of them
See, a lot of cavalry in that. If we take out all the cavalry supplies, if we leave them with cities, they just replace it with militia. Militia is not a problem. They can send 4 armies of militia against us. It won't matter. So once again, hang back, let the archers handle this. It's a good way to keep our army in good shape, so we can keep fighting. So, again, I hope that these guys here just basically just derp out. Just don't even look at us. Yeah, see, they're not even going to charge at us, because they're only under the command of a captain. They literally don't know what to do.
enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their rejoice. The infidel general lies dead, and now his men fear us. All praise to Allah. You have left our enemy lost. They run like children. Scour them.
I'm gonna shoot my men. Already got to 85%, that's enough.
Are like sweet nectar.
Be gone. You are not my leader.
That's not even really worth fighting. It's worthless. I'll let them keep that. So just, again, waiting for units from Aleppo to make the mistake of leaving the settlement. That's where I hit them.
What is the Sultan's will?
Alright, I'd like you to cross this river.
May we meet on the battlefield. The Infidel's army will not survive.
We have missile superiority, but we have no spearmen. Let's see if we can do this.
Give the infidel nothing this day. Slap.
So put them on the highest ground that we can over here to shoot at the Crusaders. Force them to cross the river. Because that's barely even a bridge. Have these two stay there, because if they get shot, who cares? Maybe hold your fire to begin with. Wait until they get further down. Alright, fire now. I want you to actually block the bridge. Don't worry about the crossbowmen. Shoot their knights. They do have some Turk pulse. Maybe I should shoot them. See, these guys are kind of in loose formation as well. If we were to cross, I'm confident we'll win, but still, just take out more. Oh, yeah, definitely take out that general's bodyguard. If we can. Might have actually been better to put him in loose formation, but it's too late now. Because if I put him in loose formation, it'll just take them time. We'll miss out on volleys. These guys technically have higher ground. You got to finish off that general.
Rejoice! The infidel general lies dead, and now his men fear us. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay, now there's nothing left. Just send the general in. mean, their general's dead. These guys will just probably rout straight away.
Our foe fight. Our enemy flees before us like a herd of goats. Drive them from the battle.
These guys here need to be punished. They did by far the most casualties on us. But if I had focused shooting on them, then I would have had to cross the river with them, with the troops, and probably take even more casualties.
Great victories are like sweet nectar.
Alright, so let's have a look at how Antioch's going on the faction ratings. They're actually considered quite strong. Then again, we dished out a lot of damage to them on this particular turn. So there must be down to 5 regions left. Alright, well I want both of you to head up over here to take Diyarbakir.
We move, Sultan. Infidels to kill, Sultan.
Let's leave behind one of these. Yep, keeps them under control. Good, that the completion of the barracks. What's this? Why can't I retrain them? Because they're mercenaries.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Yeah, well, the completion of the barracks allowed us to recruit a whole bunch more. What else is available here? We've got Mamluks. Which is better, Mamluk or Ghulam? Mamluks are better. Alright, so next turn I'll get you to go out and basically do what Saladin's doing. So what's he called? The champion. Let me see this.
Will suffer.
Okay. Right. Maybe an imam would be a good idea there. Alright, let's build some stuff and then move on to the next turn. So at Cairo we can build Mamluk archers. Yeah, because of the Sultan's racing track. But, you know, we don't need them there, so don't bother. We're not in any danger. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so I reckon this turn we'll be able to use jihads. Let's have a look. There we go. So where should we put it this time? Well, the first one was on Jerusalem. Let's do the second one on Antioch, and then if there's a third one, we'll do Constantinople.
Through the holy word of the Prophet, blessed be his name, have the people of Islam been taught to embrace peace and mercy. There are some sins that the infidels commit, however, that cannot be forgiven, and warrant no mercy. Islam can no longer stand idly by and allow further desecration to all that is sacred. Now is the time to wage holy war, jihad, upon the blasphemous infidels, with such fervor that they shall not blaspheme in such a manner ever again.
Okay. We can do a draw out here, I've just realised. And take Aleppo. A lot of cavalry in there, so we're certainly going to need our horse archers. Alright, I'm going to hire a unit of mercenaries. All I want them to do is just go and besiege Aleppo.
We march. The
Infidels to kill, Sultan.
Then I want to send a unit of scout cavalry, basically, to come around over here. Start moving them in this direction. Now, I'd like to get another general, just basically so I've got an extra unit in here to deal with this. Now, we could probably auto-resolve this and everything will be okay, but I want to make sure. Another thing is that we might have to release captives, so don't use the, I'll send Saladin in this one, because he's got dread. Oh, but it won't count, will it? I don't know, we'll see what happens. Actually, I'll just send you. You just need to make sure that some of them survive. Specifically try and kill that general. Okay, that charge kind of sucked. Let's pull out. Usually better to charge the charge them from a different angle rather than front on, because the ballista like absorbs a lot of the charge. Okay, that's not charging. I get another phone call. I'll be right back. Alright, let's continue.
Rejoice.
Okay, we got him. Are they gonna break?
Our enemy
Alright,
flees
good.
before us like a herd of goats. Victory is ours.
It's just important that if I had gotten more than 85% kills, I would have had to have captured them so that I could have released them.
Yes. Forming a force.
Okay.
We will smite these foes.
A lot of cavalry in here. Obviously, this is where they're getting their cavalry from. It's very obvious. So this is very easy to... Sorry, this one's very easy to get rid of. Four units of those knights. Yeah, really going to need some heavy firing on them. And we can expect that they're not going to be completely stupid because they're not under the command of a captain. It seems like when they're under the command of a captain, they just ignore the horse archers. Right, I'm just going to send you to go kill off those other guys. Because these guys here, they need to make a mad rush over here. And you guys just wait in front. So you just sort them out. It honestly doesn't matter in the slightest if this guy here gets killed in this battle. I'll use him as a decoy.
Rejoice. The infidel general lies dead. Victory is well within our grasp.
Like I said,
Time our
these guys need to get over here because that way they've got the longest time possible to have a good skirmish. That's it. Specifically really shoot the Knights of Antioch because that's what my guys are really going to struggle with. Hence why we need to shoot them. Okay, so far they're being a bit stupid. They're not really charging at us. That's what we want to see. I guess this commander is not particularly good. Or maybe, I don't know. Okay, that looks like one of them down. Yep. 3 to go. It'd be great if they just ignored me. And looks like, is that the Turcopoles over there? Good, yeah, we want to try and avoid them for now. Because they get into loose formation, it takes up more ammunition to kill them than the bloody knights, just because they run around so quickly. Suppose if you consider the general's bodyguard, that makes 5, not 4. Because they're essentially the same unit, but more hit points. Okay, I think they've just decided to attack. Or maybe they're just reforming. Whatever the case is, we're right near the red line, so it might not be a good idea to stay where we were. Okay, just stop firing, because at the moment, I haven't got a good angle on them. Get over to here. I don't care about these units at all. If they die, fuck it. In fact, that might be good to, like, put them in place there. I don't particularly want to shoot the Edessa squires, but I'll shoot whatever I have to, whatever I can. Yeah, see now they've gotten into gear, but we managed to take out 2 of their units of knights without them doing anything. Good, they're going after them. You hold your ground as much as you can. Wish these guys would stop fucking around. See, this is what they do. Like, some of them run and then like 1 or 2 just hang back. The mounted sergeants are the worst because they're fast. Well, they don't have fast moving, but they're fast enough to catch up to us.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
You know, that wouldn't have happened if you guys just obeyed my orders. Sometimes the click drag move is actually not as responsive as double clicking. The problem is when you've got this many units, you can't just be double clicking them all over the place. Mounted sergeants are a pain. Especially when they get into like that really loose formation, because firing back at them is just really inaccurate. That's okay. They laid off it. Okay, give us that opportunity. Oh, fuck me. Bloody mounted sergeants coming at us again. I want to shoot the knights.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
So take out those knights. They're still trying to fight these fuckers here that I don't even care about. They were purely just hired as a distraction. Get over here. It's starting to run low on ammo now. And there's still a lot of knights. That's gonna be a big problem for us. So let's preserve our ammunition for the time being. I'm gonna send these guys to try and chase these Turkopoles. I need to use my... Oh, fuck me. Okay, some of these guys are out of ammo. I need to use them to shoot the knights. I just don't have enough ammo now. I might need them to shoot the knights as well. So back off. No, not you. You go over there and have a rest. They'll never... I could sit them there for half an hour and they might become tired instead of exhausted. I don't have enough ammunition to kill the general, but if we can knock him down a peg, that would be good. Would you fuck off? I mean, I know I'm doing the exact same sort of thing over here, but still. Okay, I want these guys to go around the flank, charge at the enemy cavalry. Not charge at the enemy cavalry. Shoot these guys here. They're good at that. I don't want to waste any ammunition while trying to get there, though. And these guys here are going to reduce my numbers. I'm just going to ignore them, because even if I lose a lot of them, I'm still going to have loads of javelins. Wait, caught them. Good. Like I said, it's the knights that I'm most concerned about. Okay, we got around their back. I definitely do not want to waste any ammunition firing on foot troops. That's okay. Shooting the Knights of Antioch, that works for me. Okay, we can kill them easily enough.
Fights with horns made of clay.
Just let them go. Back off a bit more. We're not quite done with this yet. Good, we ripped those knights to shreds. That's what we want to do. But he's not dead yet. I need that general to die. They're sort of countercharging too much. Alright, we're just going to have to charge in there now. Don't focus too much on the infantry, take out the knights first. Okay, I want you guys over here. Charging those Odessa squires. Don't know if I've got enough ammunition to kill him, but we'll at the very least try and thin him out. I mean, he's not the best general, and since he's not close to his troops, maybe we will be able to break them. Especially if we've got Saladin here.
Our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
ALLAHU AKBAR!
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
So far so good. Most of them are falling apart. Okay, you're out of ammo. Just charge over there then. Okay, he might just break, but if he breaks, we'll be able to run him down. Because he's nowhere near as fast as Desert Cavalry. Because they are fast moving, I think. Yeah. So even if they're exhausted, they'll be able to catch up to them. Light cavalry that are fast. Fast for light cavalry as well, that's what it means. Alright, we should have 85%, yeah. So we just need to kill him, and then Aleppo is ours.
Praise to Allah. You have left our enemy lost. They run like children.
He's right in the center of the map as well.
ALLAHU AKBAR!
So he's fucked. Got him. Don't worry about them.
Great victories are like sweet nuts.
Good, I think that went relatively well, everything considered. Even if they could accept that ransom, what do I need the money for? I need the settlement to prevent them from recruiting more troops.
None of them shall escape us. To battle! A crushing victory, my Sultan. These people
They must be conquering
you now, mighty
rebel settlements, because they don't seem to be lowering numbers. So you stay there, you'll garrison this. What can we recruit here? I'll let them stay here for the turn. If they want to come here and besiege it, fine. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape still.
Infidels to kill, Sultan. Orders? Shubadak. By your will. Yalla.
Ooh.
Shall be no
A lot of troops there. Definitely try to starve them out. I want you to get over there and help us.
Yes.
What kind of troops are those? Is it just full of trash? Some trash, some good shit. Fuck, look at the time. Alright, so we're well past hour and a half, so we'll end the episode here. So guys, like and subscribe. Part 4 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!